Okay, let's go over our seat work for today. Let's remember our PEMDAS, or my please excuse my dear Aunt Sally, to help us as we go over the seat work. And we cross out exponents because we don't do exponents. So, looking at this first problem, I see I have a division, subtraction, and addition. There's no parentheses, so I'm not going to worry about that. But I do see division would be my next step. So I'm going to do 10 divided by 5. So looking at that, I know that 5 times 2 gives me 10. So then I know that my answer, I would put 2 there, and then I would keep going. Okay? So next, I have subtraction and addition. This is where it gets tricky. If I look, addition and subtraction are supposed to be read left to right, which means my first step is not going to actually be addition, because when I read it from left to right, since addition and subtraction are equal, I'm going to do 2 minus 2 first and get 0. Then I can do my 0 plus 12 for my answer to be 12. Look at my second one. I have division, addition, and multiplication. So multiplication, division, I know are on the same level. So because they're equal, I'm actually going to do division first because I read it from left to right. So when I read from left to right, division comes first before the multiplication. So 20 divided by 5 is what I'm going to do first. 5 times 4 gives me 20. Then I'm going to rewrite what I have not used. And I'm going to look and see now I have addition and multiplication. Well, multiplication is above addition. So I'm going to do 2 times 6 first and get 12. And then rewrite, and then I can do my 4 plus 12 and get 16. All right, for my next one, I have addition, division, multiplication. Well, once again, multiplication and division are equal, so I need to read them from left to right. So I'm going to do 14 divided by 7 first and get 2. And then I'm going to rewrite what I have not used yet. So my next, I have addition and multiplication. Well, looking at this, I know multiplication is before addition. So I'm going to do 2 times 6 first and get 12. And then rewrite what I haven't used. And then I will do 8 plus 12, which is 20. So 20 would be my answer. Now this one, we finally have some parentheses. So we have 11 plus 24 minus 5 in parentheses, and then times 2. So remember, parentheses is always first. Since I have different operations in the parentheses, I need to look and see which one would come first. So when I look up here, I know addition and subtraction is from left to right. So what that means is I'm going to read the addition and subtraction from left to right. So I'm going to do 11 plus 24 first. And when I do that, I get 35. And then I'm going to rewrite my 35 minus 5 in parentheses because it is still in parentheses, and then do times 2. So my next step should still be parentheses first, and I would do 35 minus 5, which is 30. And then I rewrite my times 2, and my last step would be to do 30 times 2, which is 60. Okay, so let's look at the next one. This one is only asking me to identify the first step. So I actually don't have to solve it. I just need to find the first step. So looking at this, I have 2 parentheses. So I need to figure out which parentheses would come first. If I have addition and if I have multiplication. Well, if I look, multiplication is always before addition. So I'm going to do my 2 times 5 first and get 10. And then I'm going to circle it to show me that is my first step. So this one says, what is the second step? So looking at this, I need to follow my first step and then find the second step. So I have subtraction, addition, and division. Well, I know that division is before addition and subtraction. So I'm going to do 14 divided by 2 first. So 2 times 7 gives me 14. Okay, and then I'm going to rewrite what I have not used. All right, my next step. So I have subtraction and addition. Well, I know addition and subtraction, I read from left to right. So in this case, I'm going to read from left to right, which means 15 minus 5 comes first, and I get 10. So my second step would actually be 15 minus 5. So now we're looking for the third step. Well, I have addition, multiplication, subtraction, and addition. I know multiplication comes before addition and subtraction, so I'm going to do 6 times 5 and get 30 first. And then I'm going to rewrite what I have. Now my next step is addition and subtraction. And I read it from left to right. So since this is all addition and subtraction, I'm just going to simply read it from left to right across. So my second step would be 15 plus 30, which would give me 45. Then I rewrite what I have. And then finally, my third step would be 45 minus 2, which would give me 43. And that is my third step, because I read it from left to right. Now this looks like a big confusing one, right? But we only have to identify the first step, which is super easy. So when I look through, I notice that we have a bunch of addition and subtractions and 2 multiplications. So what I need to do is I need to see which one would come first. So I would read it from left to right, which means this 7 times 4 would come first, and it would give me 28. And so I would circle it. Okay, and that is our seat work for today. Please let me know if you have any questions.